Despite a brilliant movie behind it, the Chicken Run video game would sadly prove more middling tie-in fare. It's not short on ideas, surprisingly taking some cues from Metal Gear Solid of all things. It avoided the trope of adapting kids' animated pictures into generic 3D platformers, like many before it. Unfortunately for Blitz Games, time clearly was not on their side, as the mechanics and level design feel unrefined, the minigames are tedious, and a blisteringly short length leaves a lot to be desired. Dreamcast owners looking to expand their collection would find this hardly worth the money. It's a paltry game, in more ways than one. Like the film, Chicken Run follows the exploits of a farm of poultry trying to escape, as their owners look to turn them into pies due to declining profits. Ginger leads this expedition, coming up with a raft of escape plans and contraptions, while the arrival of an American rooster, Rocky, could be the key to their escape. The story is fully voiced, and while the big names of the films don't reprise their roles, you won't notice their absence too much. The repetitive cutscenes aren't exactly flattering, but they get the job done.
However, we're going to need a big weight to drop onto the seesaw and jettison us over the fence. You find a weight then. I think the best place to collect the pieces is in Hut 11.
Okay, that sounds great.
Taking inspiration from stealth games of the time, navigating the farm requires avoiding the attentions of guard dogs and the two farm owners. Getting caught doesn't result in a battle to the death, but rather you being sent back to the beginning of an area. Stealth isn't terrible, but a restrictive camera that often cannot be adjusted and awkward movement lead to some cheap detections. As you move between chicken pens and locations around the land, you'll be tasked with acquiring items that aid in building machinery to fuel your escape. This is where frustration can set in, as sneaking back to the hut where the plan is unfolding requires you to stay undetected, lest you lose your items and are forced to backtrack to where you found them. While the earlier acts aren't too bad, the final chapter sees you needing to repeat an egg collecting minigame to pay off two business-savvy rodents. Losing a key item due to detection requires you to repeat several steps all over again. It just proves a tedious structure. The other half of Chicken Run consists of minigames. Once you build said contraptions, most have to be tested out in quick-fire challenges that see you bashing buttons, a memory QuickTime event game, or shooting ranges where you propel escaping poultry through windows. They range wildly in quality. Some are inoffensive, such as a button masher where you feed chickens and then catch the eggs they lay, though get ready to replay that one several times for the aforementioned final act. Others are tedious, such as a late game instance that forces you to bash buttons to power an engine, while keeping Rocky happy with bubbles in his bath. A medal can be earned on every game, depending on your performance, and a special ending is unlocked if you get gold on all of them. Perhaps due to this focus on minigames, it's also a very short experience. You could blast through all three acts in a single sitting, depending on the extent to which you get unstuck with the stealth, or whether you go for gold on all the challenges. There's also collectible stills and clips to discover around the farm, though these are hardly anything memorable. The game becomes trite long before the end screen.
We need more effort if we're gonna get this engine running.
Releasing at the same time as the other versions, Chicken Run certainly doesn't push the Dreamcast, but the simplistic style fits the film's animation at least. The characters look rather basic, and the environments don't push too many polygons. However, the colourful look and smooth performance are a plus. The audio is better, with decent voice work and catchy music which may have your toe tapping. The only bummer is the sound effects, which still sound crushed to fit a PlayStation disc rather than the newer console. Chicken Run isn't the worst movie tie-in, but it's short on refinement, content, and, perhaps most damningly of all, fun. The stealth concepts are unique, but the level design descends into frustration pretty quickly. The minigames range from inoffensive to tedious, and it results in a brisk game that could be smashed through in a single sitting. The beloved film could have made for a break from the norm, but unfortunately for Blitz Games, their ideas were clearly not given enough time to mature.
No chicken escape!